everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Forum and you're watching FMA makeup tutorial. So yes, I am out with a new video and today we are going to do the do's and don'ts of makeup. Yes, majority of girls out there loves makeup and they all want to try something on their faces. It could be your level of makeup. I'm not saying that it's gonna be like all the ultimate glam makeup which you see on the television or if you see on YouTube, you wanna do all of it. I'm not saying that there are few girls who just loves eye makeup and they are not okay with the foundation and things like that. You get scared to do it on your face because you think that probably you don't know the right techniques to do them and probably you'll make a mistake and you'll end up looking like something that you don't want to, and because of that you don't apply makeup on your face. But if you love makeup, you should watch this video. It's gonna help you a lot and I'll try to explain how much ever possible from my end for you to do something and not to do something when you apply your makeup, and it's gonna cover all of it: your foundation, your lipstick, your eyeshadow, your eyeliner, your falsies, eyebrows, everything. So you can always watch whatever you want from this video, but I'm going to do the entire do's and don'ts, and without wasting time, let's get started. So first thing which you do is you should start your face with cleansing, toning and moisturizing. And to know how to do that, you can just click the card over here somewhere. I'll just put up a card and you can go and check out my routine for cleansing, moisturizing and toning to work on. And your canvas has to be amazing when you want to have your amazing looking foundation as well. I have cleansed, toned and moisturized my face, so I'll be applying my lip balm where I want my do's side, balming my lip with a lip balm and moisturizing it for a beautiful finish. The second important step for your base is to prime your face. If you don't prime your face, you don't get a smooth finish and your foundation may end up looking cakey. Primerizing my face with the hydrating face primer from ELF on the do's side, and I'm leaving my don't side without a primer. A little bit of primer, I'll just pump it on the back of my hand and I'll just take it and dot it all over my face and concentrate more over my under eyes and on my forehead and here. These are the places where you need more primer. Be applying with a light hand and I'll let this primer sit on my face for a good 5 minutes so that I get a dry finish to work on. So now we get on the foundation, and the foundation which I will be using here is gonna be the Essence foundation. So I'm going to use the same foundation on both the sides, but I'll show you the technique of doing and not doing the foundation. So on the don't side, what I'll do is I'll just apply it randomly. So this method leaves lines on your face. I don't know whether you will be able to see in the camera, but I am able to see in the mirror completely. So it is leaving me strokes on my face and it's not helping it to blend out properly. So it is not looking that amazing. I apply my foundation usually using the stippling brush and I'll just take a little bit on the nice circular movements. I'll try to buff it in my skin with a very light hand so that it absorbs the product and it doesn't apply like a layer, right, to do my neck, which you shouldn't ever forget. And this makes your skin look much better. And I'll take it right on the hairline as well and try to match everything, including my ears and everything. If you want more coverage, you can use more foundation, but you should always build it up to make it look much better than your just one application of your foundation on one side of your face and it's gonna look so cakey and caked up. So now after we are done with the foundation, we'll go right on the concealer. Now a light color, which you usually do, and do not cake it up like so. Then you again just blend it only on the area which you apply the concealer, and then you get a stupid thing or a stupid V or triangle right on your line there. And don't drag your concealer like so. What you do with your concealer is just take a tiny amount of it and apply it only where you need it, and leave it there for some time. You will get extreme coverage out of it, and you don't need to use a lot of product. Always dab your concealer. That's the key for your concealer to stay in its place and do not give you any extra brightness on your face at all when you don't need it. You'll get the brightness only where your skin needs brightening up. So what I do is I apply the concealer first below my eye and blend it last on the below my eye area, so that I get a very nice effect of the concealer. So now I'll just press it right where it is with a beauty blender and take it towards the outer corner. Now it comes to powdering your face. Sorry. So people make a mistake of not setting their face with a powder like this, a pressed powder or something, and they directly apply a loose powder on their face. So what I do is I usually set my face with MAC Studio Fix and make sure that all the foundation which I have applied stays in its place and doesn't move. Now somehow I have forgotten to show you the cream contouring thing, so I'll be using a dry contour today. So if you I can see a lot of difference in the mirror, but I don't know whether you can see the difference in the camera. Yeah, there's a lot of creasing here. Oh my god. Sometimes I feel I can be so horrifying in it, but we'll go for a Laura Mercier loose powder. I will put it right under my eyes for baking, and on the don't side I will just apply a thin layer of the powder all over my face, which is completely wrong. And again, don't do this. And I will leave this powder right there for catching all the fallouts of my eyeshadow. Now we shall start with the eyebrows. So don't use a very thick brush. Don't use a black color at all. Don't shade it like that. It is completely wrong. So what you should do is, use a spoolie. Just it was going to fall. Use a spoolie to brush all the excess product on your eyebrows first. And now what you do is take a rather flatter brush and a small thin angled brush. Dip it in the darkest brown, not black. Above all the excess product, make sure to do this. And then start from the outside corner of your eyebrows and very light hand just try to get the feather strokes like your hair on the outside corner of your eyebrows. And then you can always use a little bit more darker color than this to fill in the outside corner, only outside corner of your eyebrows, not the inside ones. And that's how you get a dark eyebrow. And now again, using the same brown color, I am going forward and trying to get it filled all the gaps and not going over the top with the eyebrows. On the start of my eyebrows, I'll use upward stroking motions to just create hair-like finish like this. and just with help of a spoolie set everything right back. This is how you do your eyebrows. This is how you don't do your eyebrows. I look like a clown here. So without wasting time, let's get to the eyeshadow now. So the first thing what you do is prime. Prime your eye base first. So I am going to prime only one side of my eye, and I'm not going to prime the other side because there are many people out there who feel that primer is not very important, and I will show you the importance of primer in this video, guys. Because even I used to think that primer is not very much needed or not very much important step to do, but after I started using the primer, I have felt the actual importance of it. So I'm just buffing the entire primer in my eyelid, and I will be setting that same with the Studio Fix. Some brown color and starting it on the outer corner and pushing it in. With very light hand, I'll be using this to create a nice gradient eyeshadow. Building up is the key for eyeshadow as well. Your makeup has to be really done with patience, guys. You are putting so much of hard work for your makeup. You should look good. So at the end of the day, if you really wish to do makeup, please do not forget to have some patience and work on it. Now see, I have created some depth by giving a nice brownish tone to my eyelid. What people make a mistake is they start with the darkest color which they want on the outside corner. They do not build up. When I say they, I don't mean any special grade of people. It's just that a person who's beginning and who's learning makeup, even I have done that. So I am putting it in a positive way, so please don't take me wrong, you guys. Let's spoil my eyes, guys. Tap off all the excess. There are some people who don't do it, but I don't want to get so dirty, so I'm tapping it off. And don't do this. You don't need so much of control over your brush. Always make sure that you hold your brush from the end of your brush and not the tip of your brush. I will show you how it turns out. Right where I want and just placing it on the hardest way. Oh my god. And pushing it in my skin, which is not going to look good at all. I guess I have just shown the worst thing possible. Tap off all the excess over, and yes, I will start applying that shadow right on the outer corner and building up the color. Yeah, buff up all the edges. What have I done here? I myself is so confused. I am going to create a little bit more dramatic eyes, and I'll use the same coral color, a lot of it, and just apply it like that, which is absolutely wrong if you see, and I'm not blending it too much. So you know the importance of blending. Blending is very important. Now to just smoke this up, I am using a little bit of black and mauvish color on this side of my face, on the do side. And now for my eyelid, I'm going to use a golden tone, and on the don't side I'll show you how it applies with a finger. And what I will do is I'll just take a color intensifying base from Essence and place it right on the lid of my eyes, and just use a brush to create that line. A flat brush. You just have to push all the color on your eyelid. I've used here is bronzy golden. I'm going to use a proper lightest golden of the palette, and I'm going to place it on my eyelid and pushing on all the color which I want on the eyelid. Take a little bit of highlighter and apply the smallest amount on the brow bone and the tear duct of my eyes, which is here, just to lift up my brow bone and the inner corner as well. And on this side of my face I will use the highlighter right on the entire brow bone, which there are many people who do this mistake of highlighting corner as well. They will highlight a lot of inner corner, which I think looks so bad and so robotic on you. Now let's switch to the eyeliner and I'll show you what mistake do we make while doing the eyeliner. And I'll show you with the liquid liner, and it goes like this. So you should not start your liner from your inner corner and drag it completely to. What I would prefer you guys doing is use a brush while using your liner and start it with the inner corner to the center of your eyelid, and now after that you just create your wing and just draw the thinnest V possible. Then you can broaden it up how much ever you want it to, and then you match your center to the outer corner. And I will dust off all this excess powder under my eyes to get rid of any kind of fallouts during the eyeshadow. So this is the safest thing. This bakes as well as covers up your eye circles. And look at this side and look at this side, guys. Oh my god, there's so much of difference. So I'm just extending a little bit of my eyeliner before the mascara because I feel that yes, I need it a little bit more. Done. So let's get to the mascara. And two is, don't start it with your tip like here I am doing. Just starting it with the tip and completely pushing it all down. And what you do is start applying it with the smallest or the thinnest coat you can, and from the most bottom part of your lashes go to the outer one and drag it there. This is how you apply your mascara. Do's and don'ts. Now applying your falsies is another task. So just taking it for Sally lashes, I am going to start applying it on the don't side, and don't apply it too much on the outer corner, and don't take it too low. When you take it too low, the entire shape of your eyes goes off and you really start looking really bad with the eyelash shape. Like this creates the entire eye shape so droopy and so bad. So I've started this lash from the exact outer corner to the inner corner of my eyelash. I've not gone below it. Now we'll go on contouring fast. Don't take too dark shade. I am taking here a very dark shade for my contour, exact on the hollow of my cheek. You don't do this. Don't go overboard. Don't go too much like I'm doing right now. It's gonna look very, very bad at the end of the day. And what I will do here is I'm just going to take like almost only 2 shades darker on my this side, on the do side, and just creating a fish, and with a very light hand I'm going to drag it towards the upward. for the nose as well, don't use a dark color which I had used. I'll show you exactly the same way. And this is how you do your nose contour when you don't have exact knowledge of it, and you end up looking so brown on the other side of your nose. You don't want to look like this. And on the do side, I am going to use almost my skin color, only one shade darker, and trying to apply it right here and dusting off all the excess product, leaving a very thin, or yeah, this is how I do it. And this is how you don't do it, and it's bothering me so much that I'm trying to make it right. But yes, so now when we go to the blush, I always try to use something which is color coordinated to my eyeshadows and not anything which I like. So here I'll be using a pink color which is not at all coordinating with my face makeup anywhere. So using orange and fleshy tones on my eyes, I can't use very pinky colors right there. So over here I'm going a little bit of coral and skin color texture and dusting off all the excess too much and just giving a little bit of hint of that color on my cheeks and to the highlighter. And the highlighting palette which I'm using is Huda Beauty Pink Sands palette, and in this I am going to use the darkest shade Ibiza right here for my highlight for the don't side, which is not what you want ever in your life. You can and Torini and Capri on the other side, dusting off all the excess and just a hint of the color. Though I'm using the wrong brush on both the sides, it's okay till the application is right. On the wrong side or on the don't side, I am going to use the same pink color which I use here to highlight my nose, and I'll highlight the entire line of my nose, and it is going to make me look more stupid, but yes, I want to show you this is how you don't do it. And for your do's, what I'll do is I'll just use a little bit of Santorini, that's a pearly white color, and only I'll apply it on the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. That's how I do, that's how I don't. So now we go to the lipstick, and for the lipstick I again color coordinate with my eyeshadows as I said. So for this side I'm going to use a brown color, and for this side I'm going to use a pink color, which is again not color coordinated for the don't side. And I'll be first applying a lip liner on this side, and on this side I'm not going to use any kind of lip liner. I'll directly go with the lip color. So this side it's Huda Beauty's shade called Vixen, and a very light coat for the first time. Yes, that's it. And this side I'll apply the pink color, and that's Video Star from Huda Beauty, which has no connection to the entire face makeup I have done. So even that is another don't. And don't overline so much like I'm going to do here, and don't apply it roughly like that, and don't stick your lips when you apply a liquid lipstick like so. So yes guys, this is it for my do's and don't. Also, I would like to mention one small little thing, that if I have done something on the don't side and if you're doing it and if it's good for you, that doesn't mean that it's completely wrong. If it suits you, you can always go for it. For me, it is not suiting, so for me it's going towards the don't side. If there is anything which you feel that I am doing on the don't side but it works well for you, please do not forget to leave your comment in the comment section below and let me know what is it. I would be very eager to know that. So yes guys, this is it and see you in my next video. Bye for now.